Hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant, give me moral dance. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy for the light. It's got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. There you are, ready to fight, ready to go. That's my final word. Second chances, a gift that just can't walk. Pulling the game, crushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath to let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself, and burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage. I've been looking for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Japanese Wrestling Update. I am your co-host, the very tired Andre C. Right over here, it is the stress ball herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
Please don't squeeze me though. I probably will not like that. I am still stressy. I am still depressy, but we are still here. I am been working my butt off with my sister, cleaning out a house. I found a fur coat today. I had some fun with that. Oh, what a day. What a week. What a year. What a life. Andre,
Yep.
how are you doing? You said you were tired. Why are you tired?
It's a long day. It's a long day of work today. So we're recording this on Thursday night. This is pre-record. Oh, I should have put the pre-recorded thing up, just because
Yeah,
pre-recorded,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. We
People in the
apologize.
chat like, why aren't they listening to us?
Yeah, it's a pre-recorded show this week. I worked today. Just a long, wet, shitty day outside, and I was outside for most of it working. So
Same.
it takes a lot out of you.
I was in and out of a junk bin today. Shout out Junk Brothers for dropping off a bin for us so quickly and on short notice. Yeah, I was in and out of a bin. It was pouring rain. We filled the bin and we still had stuff left over. And we were kind of like, well, this is what we're doing now. What a crazy week this has been. Both of us have just been chaotically busy with all kinds of crazy stuff. Then I gotta drive to Beaumont and back tomorrow.
That's gonna be an interesting one. Twice.
Yeah, I've never been there. Twice.
Wait.
Well, no, I'm going. I'm dropping her off on Saturday.
Oh, okay, that works. That makes way more sense.
Yeah. I don't. You know me. I hate driving. I am a passenger princess.
She really is.
I really am, and it is what it is. So me having to be the designated driver tomorrow, I don't know who should be more scared, them or me.
Your passengers for sure.
Especially if I start raging at someone, like, gosh dang.
Yeah.
But we can't waste too much time on this. We don't have an unlimited amount of time like we usually do, Andre. We can't just yippee yap, yippee.
You got to keep it under an hour because it's
Yes.
just pre-recorded hour thing. Yeah.
For
So we're
Twitch.
gonna get in.
For the
We're gonna
Twitch.
for the Twitch, whatever it is. We're gonna kick it off. I think it's actually our Stream Labs or StreamYard that actually eliminates us for that for the level we're on. But that's too behind the scenes. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna talk about that right now.
You've
We're
already
gonna
talked about my pay grade. Ah.
we're gonna talk about New Japan / Noah here for the first. The first thing has a bit of Noah going on. So New Japan's Ryohei Oiwa has declared for the Noah N1 Victory Tournament, which is their version of the G1. So he is going to be entering. So he wants to win and go after his former mentor and partner in Kaito Kiyomiya to win the GHC Heavyweight Championship. What his goal, if he wins that title after winning N1 Victory, is to bring the title to Wrestle Kingdom 19 on January 4th, 2025, to defend it at that show. And it as a homecoming of sorts to come back home, and he's saying as a repayment to Noah to put their title on arguably the biggest Japanese wrestling show of the year. Yeah.
That is a goal. That is a goal and a half, and I'm kind of here for it. I love Uiwa. I was very sad when I found out he kind of hopped off to Noah because at that time I wasn't watching the like Wrestle Universe stuff so that I could see him on Noah. Now I'm so excited. He's looking so good. His training has just been insane. The changes and evolution that he's gone through since going on excursion. I'm here for it. I'm excited about this 110,000%.
Oh yeah, dude. I think great showing, man.
Dude.
I'm so excited for where he's going.
Mhm.
And like in so many young like Loibe and Nakashima over in Britain, doing their thing over there. I know Oiwa's out injured right now.
Nakashima. Uiwa's right here.
Oh yeah, sorry, Nakashima. Man, too many. Nakashima out injured, but
That
Loibe,
doesn't even sound a little bit alike.
it's just too many names. I'm tired.
I mean, I'm going on 4 hours of sleep too, man. I feel you.
Yeah.
4 hours of sleep, probably about 700 milligrams of caffeine, and a frickin' dream. Let's go.
I just love seeing what these young lions are doing and watching the evolution of these guys. It's awesome. It's just awesome.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Loibe's doing amazing. I have come across a couple clips of him recently, and he looks like he's doing fantastic, having a great time, putting on one hell of a show in some pretty packed houses. Gotta be proud of that.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on, talk some the Strong Women's Championship, because this past weekend, Mercedes Monet, because they're setting up this match for Forbidden Door this upcoming weekend.
Yes.
And check out Saturday night right here on OLE to see me hosting the Forbidden Door preview show with people I don't know who's. I have one person lined up. I might have another one or two, but I don't know quite yet.
Must have missed that invite.
Oh, I put it in the general chat in Discord. If you want to come do the show on Saturday, I'd be happy to have you.
Sure.
We'll talk later. But yeah, so I just thought because she was defending her, I think it was her CMLL title, but again, this all is setting up a New Japan Strong title match that's going also for the TBS title. Oh no, sorry, this was the New Japan Strong title defense. That's why I put it in. She had just defended against La Catalina and retained her title, and then Monet rolled out. Yeah, then Monet rolled out to confront her. And again, really good face off. I think like really good stuff there. Sasha speaking spoke some Spanish there too. And I was like, okay, this works. This works. So
I thought she knew Spanish, so yeah, that didn't really surprise me.
I didn't know if she did or not. I don't know her history with Spanish, so
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is a bit of a stereotype, but like, isn't she from California? Like a lot of people
Boston.
Oh, well, then I don't know. I don't know. Because
And
yeah,
she's like,
I like everyone in California, I do find has a kind of like a base level kind of Spanish. So like, yeah, kind of thought, Snoop Dogg's from there. His cousin.
I
Kind of
swear
got
she's
that
from
connection.
the Boston area. So she
You
did
know,
say,
you never know nowadays with the wrestlers because they say they're from one place and then they're booked, like they're said from somewhere else. You got Canadians saying they're from freaking the middle of
Florida.
nowhere in US,
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Well, Monet said, "Hola, Mexico. Please say holla to your CEO and TBS champion, Mercedes Monet. Stephanie, how cool is that? Uh, Congratulations. You look beautiful tonight. You're definitely not the same Stephanie I faced 1 year ago at New Japan Resurgence because they did face off in that one night or in that tournament.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm.
I can see why you call yourself La Primera, but at Forbidden Door, I'm going to show you why I'm the CEO, La Jefa, because money changes everything." And then Vecchio responded, "Mercedes, you're in my house, bitch. And here we speak Spanish," because she did cut a bunch of all that promo in English. Like currently one of
Well,
the
yeah.
most dominant luchadors in the world, and you know what? I have 3 championships, but soon, indicating to that TBS title, that will be mine. Yeah, they got
Yeah.
physical, and then Monet said some shit in Spanish, and they killed off. Again, again we're gonna talk a little more Forbidden Door here for some
Mhm.
people that are announced from Japan just on Wednesday. I know of 2 other things that we're not technically can't talk about because they won't come out till Friday and Saturday. So because it was all in pre-tapes. Yeah, spoilers. I don't want to give out spoilers, but yeah.
I
No, I'm
mean,
excited
is
for
it
this
this
one on Sunday.
end of a match or is it a setup for a match? If it's a setup, is it really a spoiler?
Yeah, but there's setups on the pre-recorded shows that are coming out on Friday and that are going to be aired on Friday and Saturday. I don't want to spoil for those who don't want to be spoiled. Plus, the
Technically,
match cards
we
are out.
release so late on Friday, my guy, it'll probably be after the show anyway.
And Saturday's show too.
Well, okay. We'll just
Well,
have to bring it up again next week.
we'll talk about it Saturday night. But
Well,
keeping
you will.
keeping within the women's world within New
Yeah.
Japan, Mayu Iwatani, she had a match at Ice Ribbon against
Mhm.
Sakusa Fujimoto, which ended after Fujimoto broke her right elbow. Yeah,
Most unfortunate.
yeah. Again, incredible bout, but just she got hurt at the 16-minute mark. The match was stopped due to her elbow being broken, and Miyawatani retaining. It feels like they're going to try to do it again, the way they're indicating that they want to do it again at some point when she's healed. So yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Good, good. Hopefully, Mayu still has the title by then. The break will take at least a couple months to kind of heal up. I would hope that in that time period, Mayu is defending that IWGP Women's Championship. It's
I
the one
think
she
she's
has,
got
right? Yeah,
another.
yeah.
I think she's got another championship defense coming up fairly soon. I can't remember what. I thought I saw something, but I could
Mhm.
be wrong. Or they were teasing something.
We will see, I guess. We will see.
Yeah. So again, Mayu Iwatani retaining that IWGP Women's Championship
Yeah.
in Ice Ribbon. So we're gonna again talk a little Forbidden Door here but it's something that Tetsuya Naito said in Tokyo Sports. So just put
Mhm.
that graphic up. So John Moxley defeated him for the IWGP Heavyweight title, and the G1 participants were all announced this couple weeks ago. And
Mhm.
noticeably absent was the IWGP champion, John Moxley.
Mhm.
So Naito was talking about saying, I wonder if they didn't offer him the spot or if he turned it down. I don't know if Moxley will have the schedule open or if New Japan will approve it. However, there have been cases in the past where it was approved when Kojima handed his position in the G1 over to Hiroyoshi Tenzan before the 2016 tournament. If I don't get the belt back, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, who has beaten me consecutively, will be much more deserving than me. After all, it's a grade 1 fight. So if Naito loses, he might be taking himself out of the G1. Yeah. I need Naito to win. I need Naito to win so badly here.
You need, not even just you, New Japan needs Naito to win this. Look, I get it, guys. I really do. AEW is kind of taking North America by storm. It's not necessarily in a way that is great. There's a lot of needs improvement situations in several aspects of that company. What I do like that it is doing shows like Forbidden Door and inviting other companies, other wrestlers, other people in from other places to showcase themselves. Unfortunately, what we automatically know in these situations is AEW is always fizzy-yucking on top, regardless if they actually deserve to be there or not. Kinda looks kinda similar to some other things around here that I'm not gonna get into. But, like, I've been okay. I've not been necessarily happy about it, but I've been okay with the title being on Jon Moxley up until this point because we did have the best of the Super Juniors to go through. And even though other champions in the past have been present for that tour and the undercard matches, it is what it is. Jon Moxley doesn't want to waste his time doing a tour in Japan because he has a family and he has a contract in AEW. I get that. I totally get that. The problem is, why was the decision made to put the title on him for so damn long? They didn't need to have it that long. If he wanted to put it on him to get some notoriety for the companies or some setup for a show, do it. The fact that he's had it this long, though, is really kind of grating on me because where's our fracking champion? Why does AEW get to have two world champions in Jon Moxley and Swerve Strickland on their show regularly? In fact, multiple times weekly. Why do they get that? And they just pretty much tell New Japan fans to go F ourselves. Why? I'm paying enough for this ish. And if he's not gonna freaking give me the entertainment that I want, why should I pay for more?
No, I'm not saying
Like,
that. I'm saying Tony Khan's money is probably what's fueling this. Because again, New Japan's not going to agree to this if he's not funding something in some way or helping them out in some capacity in some way. You know what I mean? So, guarantee there's money exchange here.
But okay. Yeah, it's not a good vibe. It's not a good look. And even if it is because Tony Khan is funneling money, this company is one of the bigger companies in Japan. It's making money and it's getting a lot of exposure. I wouldn't say it's getting a lot of exposure because Jon Moxley is the world champion, though.
No.
I would say that Japanese wrestling right now in AEW is getting more attention because of Mina Shirakawa over Jon Moxley. I care more about that than this.
I even think Will Ospreay's presence there has probably turned more people on to watching the New Japan product.
You got to also look at how many New Japan people have gone over to AEW, and then we got to look at how many have failed over there. I'm really sorry, but Bang Bang Booty Gang, I can't take them seriously. But Jay White and Juice Robinson as the Bullet Club in New Japan, they were a thing to frickin' rival. They were the top of the top. They were the top tier talents there. And now they're the Bang Bang Booty Gang.
Yeah.
The trios champions of 2 companies, 3 companies? They have 3 belts.
Jay has 3 belts. The rest only have 2. I don't know where Jay's belt's coming from, but
I don't know either now. But anyway, they have 2 trios championships, and I hear that they don't even show up on one of the shows that they're the trio champions for. Like, make that make sense.
Juice and the Guns were just on ROH, if I'm correct. They've
Juice
appeared
isn't
recently.
the trios champion though. Jay White
He showed up. Yeah, but he showed up with 2/3 of the trios champions and the guns.
That doesn't make it right, though.
And I
It-
agree.
the championships, we pay, shocking and amazement. Fans pay to see champions. So when we're going to an AEW show, I do expect to see a higher number of the AEW champions. And in Edmonton, we did. We got to see Jay White and the Bang Bang Booty Gang come out because their pyro scared us.
Swerve
And
was
like,
there.
what?
Swerve was there. Like there was.
Was there. He didn't do a whole lot but get his ass kicked, but he was there. And like, who else was there though? Tony Storm was there. Was she there? I don't remember seeing her. I was sober for this show, so I don't
No,
think she
because Mariah didn't have her with
Mariah
her.
was there, Mina was there, but no Tony. So we
No,
only got a
Tony.
couple champions. Like, I'm really sorry. You have so many fracking belts. You can't give me a few more champions? Got to
Yeah.
give me all the other people that you're kind of just lumbering through creative. Like I love Kyle Fletcher, but what's going on there? Another NJPW guy that we gave that has been squandered. So, like, yeah, this is a problem for me, getting back to the original topic. Because if Naito doesn't win and he gives up his position to Moxley, we have to go through the G1 with Moxley not only as the champion, but likely will probably fizzity-uck off as soon as the G1 is done. Regardless if he's won or not, he's going to probably frick off back to the US with that title and not hippity hop back for at least another couple months. I hate to be a child in this, but like, it's not fair. The Japanese fans and us, viewers, deserve to see our world champion on a consistent basis. And they're seeing that in Great Khan as the KOPW champion who's worked every show through the Super Juniors. We're seeing that in Shingo before he dropped the title to Hanare. He was on all those shows. Hanare, now never champion, on all the shows. We have had all of our trios champions work in the undercard. We have had all of our champions on our show, except this one, biggest one. It's again, I hate to be a child about it, but it really just is not fair. When are we going to get Swerve? If you guys get our championship, give us yours. You don't get to have 2 world championships. Give us Swerve, because that story that they're working with him is kind of awkward anyway. So, like, why not? I don't know, man. What do you think about this?
I need Naito to get that. I'm coming upon the point. If Moxley wins this friggin' match, and we don't get in our champ, like I was listening to Post Wrestling today, and they're talking about how do the Japanese fans feel if their champion isn't there for the biggest tournament of the year, and I'm like, I'm sitting there going, I'm gonna stab somebody if Naito's not doesn't have that goddamn title into that tournament, like,
right? Like, you just lobotomize them.
Well, and it sets up good stories too. Like it usually sets up your fall challenger because it's one of the people that has pinned Naito or the champion in the tournament. It usually sets up your challenger in the fall, and it just no.
It's a little frustrating because now their lack of creativity is affecting the phenomenal creativity of NJPW. Like, they're literally opposite ends of the spectrum. One of them clearly puts a shit ton of effort, thank you, Gato, into everything that they do, creatively speaking, except House of Torture. And then the other one is AEW.
Yeah.
Frustration. I agree with you, man.
Frustration. So we're gonna move over to Stardom. Talk a little bit of Stardom. We're gonna talk quickly about the top 3 matches from the conversion show this past weekend. So we're gonna talk first the 10-person gauntlet match. Losing unit must split. So Thekla eliminates Lady C first. Rina eliminates Miya Masaki. Hina eliminates Rina, but then Ruaka eliminates Hina. So by my count, that's 4-2 at this point.
Mhm.
And so, but an AZM or Azumi, I'm just reading. My brain doesn't working right now. She eliminates Uraka, then she eliminates Theko a few minutes later. Then about 4 or 5 minutes later, she eliminates or her and Momo Watanabe both get eliminated together. Then I think they went over the top to the outside, if I remember. Nikel came down to Natsuki Tora and Saya Kamitani. They
Mhm.
battled out and they battled it out. But Natsuki Tora eliminates Saya Kamitani to leave her with an empty unit.
We did kind of I called this happening. You, for some reason, thought Lady
I
C was going to be
okay,
left with Queen's
I
Quest.
was I was kidding around. Come on.
Oh. Oh, now he's kidding.
No, I would have loved to see Lady C be the last standing Queen's Quest member. Don't get me wrong, but again, I
There
think
was
the writing was on the wall for Saya Kamitani to be the lone person
uh-huh.
in the. I thought maybe there was a shot it would be Azumi, but she'd be she's the only other one in that group that has would have even kind of close to a shot of being the one left over.
Agree for that. I agree 100% for that. But I think we both knew, just given this
Mm,
the height that Kamitani reached in Queen's Quest versus the height that Azumi has reached. Azumi is one of the longest reigning high speed champions Stardom has. But Kamitani is one of the longer Wonder of Stardom champions.
mhm.
She's a former Goddess of Stardom champions. I feel like she's also held the artist title. Like she's held, I think, and had a lot more kind of, I don't want to say like more important because that's not the right word, but like higher, what am I trying to say?
Higher
Higher
profile.
titles. Yeah, higher profile would probably be the better one. Ironic also that her coloring, rocking the red, Queen's Quest, shout out to her former partner and leader there, Utami Hayashishida.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't think we saw this going any other way. You can't
No.
disband quite possibly the most functional heel faction I have seen in probably the last decade
Mm.
anywhere. Period. Like they don't like even compared to the Judgment Day in WWE. I would say that Oedo Tai step above. They're just that damn good with their healing.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
agree.
I mean, I'm not happy to be losing all the members of Queen's Quest and seeing Queen's Quest kind of splitty. But that being said, we have seen a distinct lack of connection with that faction in particular since Utami's injury. Like, even before her injury, the cage match that they had against Oedo Tai, again, ironically, they've just been battling with this faction forever. You know, we've seen how Queen's Quest has been struggling quite a bit. So yeah, I think they made the right decision in this. I think that Kamitani is going to have to be forced to rebuild, and I think that it'll be interesting to see her style of leadership. If she's going to be, you know, she's definitely comes off as more soft spoken and kind of inviting, friendly, overly happy, positive kind of person. It'll be
Mm.
interesting to see who it is that she can convince to take her seriously to join her faction.
Yeah. So, but
Mhm.
speaking of factions,
Mhm.
post
Yes,
match,
buddy.
post
Mhm.
match, God's Eye hit the ring
I
to
bet.
uh try to entice some of the members of Queen's Quest to possibly join their unit. Yeah. Uh, and
Maybe they could
Azumi
teach Saki to have a backbone.
and Azumi and Amasaki did both express intention to form their own unit or form a new unit.
Mhm.
Um, and Suri's saying she didn't want to see this happen. She didn't want to see this path being taken.
Mm.
Um, but she did speak later on with Tokyo Sports saying she reached out to the four of them, but she has two that she is very interested in.
Mm.
I feel like Lady C is a bit. This is a direct translation from the Tokyo Sports, so the wording might not come out perfect. I feel like Lady C is a bit smoldering, so there's a chance for her to change. I want her to shed some skin. Hina has always said that she likes wrestling, so I want her to hone her ground skills. I think she would be a good fit for God's Eye. And you even said a couple weeks ago, Hina would be great in God's Eye.
I did, didn't I?
Man,
I
you're a
did.
genius.
I know. Because that's the place she could learn the most from.
Mhm.
Minus Saki. I'm sorry, because I love Saki. She's funny. But she's kind of the Yano for me of Stardom, where she's kind of like the Cowardly Lion thing is really bothering me about her because I know she's a competent wrestler, but the Cowardly Lion stuff is just kind of making her look silly.
Mhm.
Um, but 100%, Hina could learn some stuff from Suri. She could learn some stuff from Ami, 100%. But the benefit also, I think, for Rana to be able to have someone like Hina, they could go after those new blood titles.
Mhm.
Yeah. And Inaba, oh no, the one Inaba, the other Inaba is kind of been mucking about with Oedo Tai a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Then you said Lady C is kind of up in the air right now, hey?
She says she's essentially she's talking about like seeing potential in her. She's not
Hmm.
saying she wants her, but she says she's seeing she to shed a few layers and see what you turn into, kind of deal.
Thing with Lady C though is I don't think the problem is Lady C's skills because her skills are tremendous. It's a booking thing. They're not booking her in a way that makes her look strong. She's always kind of being the one taking the fall
Mhm.
when we know she is capable and competent. Because didn't she team up with Ami for a while there? They were the towers in the last year's Goddess of Stardom tournament, weren't they?
It was a couple years ago, I think. Now, or maybe it was last year. I
I
can't
don't,
remember. I can. It all blends together at this point.
because the year before was when it was Ami and Mirai. And then I think this last year
Uh,
it was Mirai and Mai Sakurai. They were a
yeah,
team, and then, Lady C and Ami were the towers, the Japanese towers, Tokyo Towers?
something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, yeah, so there's already kind of something kind of rooted in there and that she can learn a lot from Ami, obviously, former Wonder of Stardom champion. So yeah, yeah, I'm cool with that. There was another thing that came out of this too, wasn't there?
Uh, Not that I know of.
There
Not that I
wasn't
remember.
another offer to join a faction? I saw another offer to join a faction,
I
one of
missed.
which the you called. Actually, that's why I'm surprised you're not sitting here like, and I called this. May
Which one was
Sarah,
that?
May Sarah and Suzu Suzuki and Starlight Kid came out. From what
Hmm.
I saw a clip of them coming
Oh,
out and offering Miyu and Azumi a spot in whatever it is that they're forming.
yeah. So that was where I was talking about Miyu and Azumi wanting to create a new faction. Is what I was meaning
Okay.
by that. Like that is with
Oh,
Kid
well,
and Sarah.
yeah,
I
it's just
apologize.
all
And
good. You're tired. You've mentioned it a few times.
I hope that also means Suzu Suzuki is part of that faction, being that
Well,
she
she
is
did
May
come
Sarah's
out. The
cycle.
clip that I saw was all three of them. Was Maymay,
Okay.
Suzu, and Starlight Kid.
Okay.
Starlight Kid was the one who initiated the conversation. Maymay and Suzu joined her after.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I haven't
Yeah.
seen all of it because again I've watched bits and parts so far. I plan on watching the show fully this weekend. We'll probably have a review of this coming out next week. This
Hmm.
week has
Hmm.
just been crazy for both of us. So
Crazy cupcakes, yeah. I mean, but hey, we got to take out of both of those situations, though. Miyu Amasaki is a hot commodity, wanted by both. Oh no, was it Miyu? No, it was Hina.
Hina, yeah. No,
Hina,
Miyu's looking to be outgoing with Azumi there and the other two. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, O2 line, right?
Yeah.
Former tag team right there, or current tag team. I guess we'll see where
Yeah.
they end up.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's just interesting situations. So we're gonna
Yeah.
quickly jump into the other two matches. But I need to pull that other thing back up still. There we go. Micah Wada defeating Saori Anu for the Wonder of Stardom Championship.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming? Legitimately, who saw that coming? 'Cause I didn't.
No, I didn't either. I definitely thought Anu was going to retain on this, but from the clips that I've seen of it, it was a banger of a freaking match. They beat the
Yep.
holy heckin' crap out of each other.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
The match itself was crazy, but then the chaos kind of continued afterwards too, didn't it, Andre?
I don't remember. I've just watched odd clips in the win. I know she because
Natsupoi.
the Natsupoi come in. She's like yelling at Anu because she's acting like in kind of defeated, and then Anu just rolls out of the ring to lead and just like walks away from Natsupoi.
So what Natsupoi was supposed to challenge Anu for that title, and they really wanted to have a good match together.
Mhm.
So I think that's from what I could see from the clips and the translations that came out of the clips, which were obviously a little all over the place. She was essentially giving shit to Anu for losing
Mhm.
the title, and she pretty much had like an entire tantrum breakdown thing, yeah, relatable, about the whole situation, and was crying and like having her whole little. She even told a crowd member who said something to shut the fuck up. Like, imagine a little pixie princess coming up to you and you. Oh, okay. Yeah. What an interesting story that was
Mhm.
told there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see where this goes because, like, a lot of was booked at primarily with Sendai Girls, but is a freelancer now. So it is interesting to see
Mm.
what she's going to do. She has no contract anywhere. Um, so where does she do? Like where did they go with her in the storyline? I'm looking forward to seeing because
Hmm.
she's very good in the ring. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. I am curious to see who challenges her next. One who I would love to see her go against is one of my personal favorites, who I feel has been very underappreciated um, in the last little while, but recently has been having a bit of a resurgence. Momo Watanabe.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
That would be freaking good. I would love to see that.
Yeah. So in the main event, it was Micah defeating Xena in a hard fought interfaction battle. Very well done. Um, both both women's chests just looked like hamburger meat because I
Yeah,
remember I think Mina posted the first picture of the upper chest of Xena online, and
and I
it
think I
was just
sent you Micah's.
and you sent me Micah's, and they just looked wrecked.
It matched Micah's hair. Her
Yeah.
chest matched her hair, essentially. And Xena rocking a new haircut. She trimmed
Mhm.
that beautiful long length. Now it's kind of like just a little past her shoulders.
Mhm.
I really like this. I've seen this match actually. It was a fracking banger.
Yeah.
So good.
And
So
then
good. These women killed it.
in post match,
This is why I watch this match.
oh yeah, that is your next
Because
match, ladies and gentlemen. Your next world title match. It's Omega versus Tora. Natsuka Tora. Let's
Rick,
go.
yes, because look at that. If that is not the picture of the battle of good and evil, I don't know what is. Tora has been on a rampage for the last year, just really establishing a Wado Tai as one of the most dominant factions in this company. To see her come off of a big win for her faction in
Mhm.
this show, challenge for the World of Stardom champion. Oh, yes, give it to me now. Let's
I'm ready.
go.
I'm ready for this. And if Tora was to take it, I wouldn't be mad at it. Tell you the truth.
I wouldn't be I love Micah. Micah is one of my girl crushes in professional wrestling, and to see her win the title has just been a dream come true. But all dreams do have to come to an end, don't they?
Yeah.
And Natsuko Tora is the epitome of what it would mean to be a heel champion. And let me tell you, if Stephanie Vaquier retains her strong championship, wins the TBS title, and is associated and affiliated with Oedo Tai, just
Oh,
the credibility of both Stephanie Vaquier within CMLL and all of Oedo Tai within Stardom, their bank is just going to go up, 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 up. Ah, I love me some Micah, but if Tora wins this match, I'm not going to be mad.
yeah, me either. Me either. I'm a big supporter of EXV, but
hmm
so we're gonna move over to a little bit of Stardom Marigold crossover right here. Yeah, it's kind of a crossover. Yeah, this match is happening at the Sari Ism 4 show. It's her own
Interesting.
promoted show. So
Despy did it too.
yep. So it is going to be Sari and Natsupoi taking on Takumi Iroha from Marvelous and
Mhm.
Azumi. I think this is going to be a fun freaking match. It's happening on July 29th.
Oh yeah, because we know the speed of both Azumi and Natsupoi. These girls go, 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 go. The high speed bouts that these two have had have been off the charts. But then you have Takumi and Sari.
Mm,
We know Sari is just like a crazy striker. She's crazy good. And she's like the perfect combination of like a classic, like when he could still move really good, Hiroshi Tanahashi and Utami Hayashishita. Like
mm.
she's got that speed, she's got that strength, she's got that combination of technicality, power, and aerial. She is so good. She's a total package, a total package.
And
But then
WWE
Takumi,
fucked up with her.
oh, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, you can say it. Takumi also, I mean, just look at her. She is one of the baddest mamma jammas
Mm.
on the scene right now. She hits hard. She freaking throws harder. She's gonna yeet Sari around. She's gonna get yeet Natsupoi if she catches her. And if she probably gets a chance, she's probably gonna yeet her own partner for all we know. Like this match is gonna be so good. I'm excited for this. I didn't know about this.
And if it does become official and we get Sari versus Julia for the world title, Marigold's world title, this legitimately might have Marigold's champion teaming with a person from Stardom.
What you gonna do, guys? What you gonna do? I mean, honestly, like they can be pissy pants in the wanny pants all they want. The fact of the matter is that these women are freaking money. It doesn't matter where they are. It doesn't matter who they're wrestling. They can be in a Murray Gold ring. They can be in a Stardom ring. They can be in a Sorry ring. It doesn't freaking matter. The marketing for that is going to be brilliant, and they just need to accept that that's a good thing.
Yeah, 100%. So we are going to jump over to Marigold because the National Championship round 1 went to another 15-minute draw, which was absolutely tremendous. And then they decided to go 5 more minutes again. And again, another 5-minute draw. Like, holy shit, they've done it twice, and I'm not disappointed even the slightest because these two are just beating the piss out of each other, and I love it.
It's so good. These girls are so good. Mirai, holy fracking crap. I used to call her the Quiet Riot in Stardom. There's nothing quiet about this woman now. Holy goddamn. She is just the change in personality. She has gone from being like kind of somber, kind of quiet, almost a little shy and timid to be where she was, to being this just hugely extroverted, permanent smile on her face, clearly loving every second of what it is that she's doing. I'm here for it. I love this version of Mirai. But Miku, Jesus, Murphy George. Like this is Mari Gold has been my introduction to her. And goddamn, what have I been missing? You guys cannot sleep on this promotion. You need to check out Wrestle Universe to see these matches. Like, it's surprisingly affordable for how many companies that you get access to, which would include Noah, isn't it?
I think there's 8 promotions you get access to for your $10 a month. Yes, Marigold
Mhm.
or Destiny show you have to pay extra, but if you are
Mhm.
if you aren't a member of Wrestle Universe and you purchase it, it's 4,000 yen. But if you are a member of Wrestle Universe and you purchase it, it's only 3,200 yen. So you save some money if you have the monthly
Mhm.
subscription. So which is nice.
Which would make sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I don't have anything else to add to this. This is just I'm curious to see how they're going to finish it up because this is the second time that they've had that draw. So it's like we can only like we can't keep like there's a certain point where you have to start surprising us again. And I don't like I feel like the creative in Marigold is a little bit better than what we're usually used to here in North America. So I feel like the
Mm,
build there is going to be smart. And hopefully Gato has some say in it. No, Gato doesn't. Oh, it's Rossi. Oh, that's why it's so good. That's
mm.
why it's doing so good. I'm excited for this, man. So this is going to be the pop off.
So they're doing it again on the 29th. 2 days from now as we record this, tomorrow as this is airing. Yeah, I kind of almost hope because Bozilla's in the title match already. That she comes out and just takes them both out and creates a 3-way situation. I would almost want to see that because they've had 2 amazing draws now. I almost want to see them both get that shot.
And you know what? If they don't want to put the title on Bozilla quite yet, that would make sense. Because 2 against her would make more sense than just a one-on-one because they look, she would obliterate them. Bozilla is the absolute power unit, indomitable force in Marigold. She is their, I want to say a Brock Lesnar without being a douche. She's that unapologetic power that I don't feel any singular woman in Marigold right now is capable of dealing with. I feel that making it a 3-way would be the only way that anyone other than Bozilla could come out with the title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good idea. Good idea, Andre. You should be booking this shit.
Call
Don't
me up,
put the
Rossi.
idea in his head, right?
I'll yeah, Rossi. I'll take a consultant fee.
Maybe get some practice here first. See if you can sell some of your ideas to the locals.
All right, so
Get some credibility.
we're gonna jump to Forbidden Door. Talk about a couple matches that people that we are interested in put
Yeah.
into the show. And there is one I don't
Mhm.
have a graph for. But we're going to talk about
Mhm.
Lij's, Yoda Teton, and Hiromu Takahashi, the men who got screwed out of their trios titles, taking on the Lucha Bros and Mystico. Oh,
I'm
Mel's
happy.
melting away. Mel's
I
melting
am.
away.
I'm melting. I'm melting. Yoda
And
Suji. Yoda Suji.
this will be on the 0 hour pre-show. So,
We are watching that, right?
oh,
We are
100%.
watching that.
100%.
Uh, Titan, Yoda Suji, and Hiromu Takahashi, in my opinion, one of the better combinations of the members of Los Ingobernables de Japón. But then you have Mystico and with the Lucha Bros.
It's going to be interesting.
I mean, I get that they wanted to have a CMLL person on there. Maybe it's just my biasness towards Mystico because I've had the unfortunateness of seeing him without his mask, and it's terrifying. Um, but yeah, I would have rather seen Pac in this. But that being said, I also, again, do understand the CMLL. We need to have some more CMLL representation on there. We can't just have Vaquier. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm okay with it. It's going to be an interesting combination because I've heard some ish, and I heard that Mystico does not like losing. So that could be a problem. As long as I see the salmon splash, I'm and Immortal. I need to see Immortal put on someone, anyone, even if it's broken up. I just need to see it put on someone. Then the world will know the magic that is Teton and the Salmon Splash. We need to see a Salmon Splash.
Stardom representing in on the 0 Hour pre-show with Willow Nightingale teaming up with Tam Nakano take on Chris Statlander and Momo Watanabe, essentially being a preview almost of the second round match for the Owen Hart Cup between Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander, who will be facing off in the second round of that tournament. But yeah, I'm excited. Tam Nakano, Momo Watanabe on an American. Momo Watanabe, I think, is the big one here for me to see stepping into. I think she was on the Stardom show on Mania weekend, or was she not?
Yeah.
Yeah, but to see her stepping into completely outside of Stardom is awesome. People need to know who Momo Watanabe is.
Yes, they freaking do. This is who I would say is probably the third best striker in Stardom beneath Shuri and Konami. And she's a heel, and she's a great heel. The Black Peach, holy crap. Seeing her evolve out of that, sweet little girl in Queen's Quest to the Black Peach in Oedo Tai has been such a treat. But to see her square off against that adorable cuteness that is Tam Nakano and Willow Nightingale with Chris Statlander on her team is going to be a fight. That being said, though, we know, unfortunately, that one of the Stardom girls is going to take that pin because if Statlander and Nightingale are going to be in that round, it wouldn't make sense to have one of them take the fall.
Sadly, yes.
So that right there already gives me a red flag to AEW and what's going to happen on this show. And let me tell you, if 2 titles of ours end up on this freaking company,
I can live with the strong women's title being on Mercedes, so at least it's an American title now. But
yeah, but that would mean that most likely Moxley would still be retaining the IWGP title, which would be stupid.
Oh, let's hope not. I'm surprised Gabe Kidd hasn't been
Rocky
announced for
fixed
something
it.
for the show because he was pretty funny on Wednesday.
Who?
Gabe Kidd was pretty funny in the crowd on Wednesday. So
I don't doubt it, but they've already got that unbridled nasty chaos in John Moxley, who just blades himself whenever the hell. Gabe Kidd doesn't need to blade himself. That's why they don't want him.
yeah. And then announced Wednesday. I just had to put it up to get your reaction. It's the Elite, Okada, and the Bucks versus the Scissor Aces in Hiroshi Tanahashi and the Acclaimed with Daddy Ass.
What are they going to do? Carry Tanahashi down the ramp to the ring? Maybe you scissor him to the ring, my guy. You'll get there eventually. Oh my fracking god.
Yeah, I just had to put it up to get your reaction.
Is Tony Khan actually expecting the same matches that Okada and Tanahashi had 10 years ago? Because Tanahashi can barely manage the matches he's having now that he had last year. Let alone when he was facing Okada or someone as quick and fast as the Bucks. I hate the Bucks. You know I hate the Bucks. But they're fast. They're quick. They're good. I don't really know. I've seen the Acclaimed. I'm not really a big fan of them, and I don't really know what they're capable of. Are they as quick as the Bucks?
A little bit slower, but they're more of a power team than anything. They got more power. They're built bulkier than the Bucks.
And I'm sorry, the Bucks are fucking juniors still. I don't care what they say and what titles they hold. They're juniors. So you got heavyweight people going against juniors, and then Okada and Tanahashi. That is the most imbalanced thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. At least we're going to hear Okada say bitch at some point.
Yeah. And then quickly, since Rampage is airing as this comes out, El Phantasmo beats AR Fox to qualify for the TNT ladder match. The graphic isn't out yet, but yeah.
Oh.
ELP is the
ladder
6th
match,
man in the ladder match. Yeah. Yeah. Having Takeshi is in there, Jack Perry's in there, and Leo Rush is in there along with Dante Martin and the guy and Mark Briscoe.
Who?
Yeah.
I know everyone except for Dante. Who's Dante?
He's from the tag team known as Top Flight. He's very very AEW. Let's just say
Is he a really odd looking individual? Like, is he the guy when he comes out and I'm like, what is wrong with his face?
Could be.
We'll have to discuss this after. We have to do our
We'll discuss
outros
this- we'll
before we
discuss
run out
this
of time.
Yeah, we only got a couple minutes. So you can find me on the X at that Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk and our YouTube page, youtube.com/Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. You can also find us over on SundayNightsMainEvent.com, where we have all of our Japanese wrestling content out there in audio form. Go check them out, and go to choptees.com to pick up any merch to support them. You can also see us here on our local establishment. In 2 weeks, on the Wednesday, the something or other of July, 10th of July, I will be back with Marvel Talk, my boy OLED, talking, we're already at it, Avengers, Age of Ultron. We're going to be talking that. Yeah.
I have only seen half of that.
And then we are simulcasted, mine and Melville stuff simulcasted over at youtube.com/@backbreaker video. Thank you to Mike the Ref for all the great support over there. You can check him out live, twitch.tv/Mike the Ref for all his great gaming content. You can also find him at youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming for all the replays of game content featuring him, Mr. PJC, that guy, Mr. Rick Jules, in there for your current guest.
Kayla J.
That's right.
Kayla J. Kayla J. We love Kayla J.
Melville, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow Melball, you can follow her on the X thing at Collins Melball. You can follow her on everything else, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, and Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find her again next week on Japanese Wrestling Update with this guy over here. Live. We're going to be hopefully we're going to be live. I don't know if there's a show that night.
Not for me.
I'm pretty isn't there an RCW show that night?
I'm taking a week off.
Well, what the hell? Who's going to do that? Okay, back to the thing. You can also catch me on Astro Bizarro's YouTube channel where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. We have not been able to film an episode this week because of my stupid schedule this time, but we're hoping to get one filmed either tomorrow or on the weekend. Maybe before I'm with this guy. Who knows? We'll find out. It's crazy cupcakes. We're just kind of going with the flowing right now. If you're wanting to watch any of the wrestling we talked about today, we will leave the links in the description box below at stardom-world.com, njpwworld.com, and wrestleuniverse.com. Stardom is 920 yen. NJPW and Wrestle Universe are 999 yen, right? Yeah, 999 yen. Works out to approximately $14. Oh, I tend to have. You threw me right off there. Hold on.
I figured you were going to say $10. You got 2 minutes.
Okay. Shadow Sean Spears. But it's more like 14 Canadian. Still a great price to watch some amazing professional wrestling, especially Wrestle Universe. As we mentioned, there's multiple shows on there to catch. So check that out. Andre, my trusted friend and colleague, before we run out of time, is there anything else you'd like to say to the beautiful people?
You're watching OLE, and this is a Dijak Hijack.
I hope now that he's no longer with the WWE that I can actually, see him and know what the frick that is.
New Japan, please. But yeah, I just want to thank all y'all for joining us here. We appreciate all the great support you give us here on OLE, over on Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, everywhere. We thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, share us with your friends, family, and other people in this world. And don't forget to hit the notification bell to be alerted every time we drop a new video.
Signal.
Hello.
And that means I am your Melball. Over there is Trey. We will see you next time. Adios.
Ready to fight.